Have you ever wondered why your kidney health can decline, even when you've been eating clean every single day? You wake up believing that a fresh apple, a glass of veggie juice, or a bowl of mixed fruit is making your body stronger. But deep inside, something completely different may be happening. Something quiet, something invisible, and something far more dangerous than you realize. Every 30 seconds, another American discovers they've entered the early stages of kidney failure. And the scariest part isn't the diagnosis itself. It's the fact that most people felt perfectly fine the day before. No pain, no warning signs, just one routine blood test. And suddenly their creatinine level tells a story that changes everything. And here's the twist almost no one talks about. What if the very foods you believe are super healthy are actually putting more pressure on your kidneys? What if that morning fruit bowl isn't harmless, but a hidden burden your kidneys have been struggling with for years? Think about this. Americans over 60 now eat 28% more fruit than they did 2 decades ago. Yet kidney disease continues to rise. So what exactly is going on? What piece of the puzzle has been missing from the conversation? In this video, we're not just going to list 4 fruits. We're going to walk through a complete system. What to eat, when to eat it, how your kidneys react at different times of the day, and the exact 7-day strategy I give to patients here in the US to help support their filtering power naturally. If you're over 55, if your creatinine has been creeping up, or if you simply want to protect your kidneys as you age, this is for you. But before we begin, I want to ask you something. How old are you? And has this topic been helpful for you so far? Share your answer in the comments. We read every single one. Thank you for visiting Senior Health Tips Healthy Aging. Let's get started. When you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, your kidneys simply don't work the way they did when you were 25. Every year, thousands of tiny nephron cells, the microfilters that keep your blood clean, quietly wear out. And yet, so many people still hold on to the belief that fruit is always healthy, the more the better. It sounds harmless, but for someone with weakened kidneys, that belief can slowly push creatinine higher without a single warning sign. As a doctor who has treated kidney patients for more than 25 years here in the US, I've seen the same 3 dangerous misconceptions show up again and again. Misconception number 1. Fruit is always safe. If fruit were always safe, why do so many of my kidney patients get worse even though they eat clean every day? Fruit is nutritious. But what matters most for someone with kidney issues isn't the fruit itself. It's the potassium, the fructose, the phosphorus, and how that fruit affects blood pressure. When kidneys weaken, they can't clear potassium fast enough. And when potassium builds up, the heart becomes unstable. Irregular beats, dangerous rhythms, even the risk of cardiac arrest. Case story: James, age 71. James believed replacing sweets with fruit would help his blood pressure. His breakfast looked healthy. 1 large banana, 1 orange, a bowl of cantaloupe. One morning, his heart started racing. He felt lightheaded. By the time he arrived at the hospital, his potassium was 6.1 nmol/L, a level that can be life-threatening. He was shocked. He thought he was doing everything right. Misconception number 2. More vitamin C is always better. Vitamin C is important, but too much, especially from high-acid fruits, can raise oxalate levels, increasing the risk of kidney stones. In people over 65, this happens far more often than they realize. The science is simple. Vitamin C converts to oxalate. Kidneys must remove it. Weak kidneys can't keep up, and crystals begin to form. And yes, even that innocent morning glass of orange juice can be extra weight on an already tired filter. Misconception number 3. Juicing is healthier than eating whole fruit. This is one of the most dangerous myths. Juice has 2 to 3 times the sugar load of eating the fruit whole. Fructose spikes, the liver works overtime, uric acid rises, nephron damage follows. Plus, no fiber, sugar absorbed instantly, increased inflammation, higher pressure on the kidneys. This is why 99% of people with chronic kidney disease should avoid fruit juices entirely. But here's the good news. You don't need to avoid fruit. You just need to choose the right ones. And the next 4 fruits aren't just safe. They can actually support kidney recovery in a powerful way. Number 4 on our list is small, bright red, and honestly, wildly underestimated. You might walk past it in the grocery store without giving it a second thought. But don't let its size fool you. This little berry carries power that surprises even longtime kidney patients. Cranberry isn't just something you toss into a holiday recipe. For people with weakened kidneys, it can act like a tiny bodyguard. It helps keep harmful bacteria from sticking to the lining of your urinary tract, reduces irritation along the ureters, and lowers the chances of those recurring infections that so many older adults quietly struggle with. And here's something many people don't know. Cranberries are naturally low in potassium, which makes them one of the safest fruits for anyone concerned about kidney function. The science behind it is actually pretty fascinating. Cranberries contain PACs, proanthocyanidins, compounds that block E. coli from attaching to the urinary tract. When bacteria can't latch on, they can't multiply and your kidneys don't have to fight nearly as hard. It's like giving your urinary system a smooth, clean slide instead of sandpaper. But the benefits don't stop at the kidneys. These berries also bring strong antioxidant support, help lower LDL cholesterol, and even provide a gentle boost for heart health. Using them is simple. 10 to 20 fresh berries a day, or 1 to 2 spoonfuls of unsweetened dried cranberries. Just make sure to stay away from sweetened cranberry juice. Those added sugars undo the very benefits you're trying to get. I had a patient, Karen, 68 years old, who dealt with 5 urinary tract infections a year. 5. She was exhausted, frustrated, and scared it would never end. After adding fresh cranberries to her morning routine, she went 3 months with only 1 mild infection. That tiny change made a huge difference in her confidence and her comfort. Number 3 on our list is Asian pear, Korean pear, Japanese pear, the big golden one you usually see wrapped in foam at the grocery store. And honestly, this fruit is like a natural fire extinguisher. It doesn't just taste refreshing. It cools inflammation from the inside out. For people with weakened kidneys, that's a big deal. Asian pears provide one of the cleanest forms of natural hydration, almost like drinking water that comes with built-in anti-inflammatory support. They're low in potassium, gentle on the kidneys, and packed with soluble fiber, which helps reduce phosphorus absorption. That means less work for your kidneys and less irritation along the digestive tract. Inside each pear are compounds like arbutin and flavonoids, which help calm down inflammation in the tiny blood vessels that feed your kidneys. When those vessels stay calm and flexible, your filtration rate stays steadier, and your creatinine doesn't climb as quickly. It's subtle, but powerful. Asian pears also bring benefits beyond kidney health. They ease constipation, which reduces metabolic stress. They help lower LDL cholesterol, and they support smoother blood sugar levels, something that becomes more important with age. Using them is simple. 1/2 to 1 pear a day. Ideally eaten whole, never juiced, and best enjoyed about 30 minutes after a meal. That timing helps digestion and minimizes blood sugar spikes. One of my patients, Harold, age 75, had creatinine that had been creeping upward for months. He wasn't eating poorly. He just didn't realize his kidneys needed something gentler. After adding half an Asian pear to his afternoon routine, his creatinine shifted from 1.9 down to 1.6 in just 8 weeks. That small adjustment made a noticeable difference in his energy and morning clarity. And if you think a pear acting like a cooling system is impressive, wait until you see what comes in at number 2. a fruit that works almost like a cellular shield for your kidneys. Number 2 on our list is black cherries, the deep, almost inky-colored ones. And if nephron cells are your body's tiny filtration factories, then black cherries are the steel fence that protects those factories from being damaged day after day. These cherries are loaded with anthocyanins, 2 to 3 times more than blueberries, and that's a game changer for anyone with kidney issues. Anthocyanins help bring down CRP, one of the major markers of inflammation in the body. When CRP drops, your entire system relaxes. Your joints, your blood vessels, and yes, your kidneys. But here's where black cherries shine even brighter. They help lower uric acid. That's huge for anyone living with gout or dealing with kidney stress from years of acid buildup. Lower uric acid means less crystal formation, less inflammation, and fewer painful flare-ups that wear the kidneys down. Scientifically, anthocyanins act like tiny shields. They block oxidative damage before it reaches the delicate microvessels inside the kidneys. When those vessels stay protected, nephron scarring slows down, and your filtration rate holds steady longer. Beyond kidney health, black cherries bring a whole set of bonus benefits. They naturally boost melatonin for better sleep, support heart function, and can ease joint pain, even in people who've struggled with stiffness for years. Using them is simple. 6 to 12 cherries at a time, 3 to 4 times per week. Just avoid canned cherries. They're loaded with syrup and chemicals that cancel out the benefits. One of my patients, Lorraine, 72 years old, living with gout and stage 3 kidney disease, started eating black cherries 5 days a week. In just a short time, her uric acid dropped from 8.2 to 6.7, and her flare-ups became far less frequent. She told me it felt like someone finally turned off the fire inside her joints. Number 1 on our list is kiwi. Yes, that small, fuzzy, almost forgettable fruit sitting quietly in the produce aisle. Most people walk right past it, but once you understand what it actually does inside your body, you'll never look at it the same way again. Kiwi is one of the few fruits that checks every box for people with kidney issues. It's naturally low in potassium, gentle on digestion, and packed with a unique enzyme called actinidin. That enzyme works almost like a microscopic cleaning crew, breaking down leftover proteins, reducing inflammatory buildup, and easing the pressure on your kidney's filtration units. And here's what makes kiwi different from citrus fruits. It's rich in vitamin C, but it doesn't raise oxalate levels. That means it strengthens your immune system without increasing your risk of stones. A huge advantage for older adults with chronic kidney stress. Kiwi also improves microcirculation inside the nephron, those tiny structures responsible for filtering your blood. Better circulation means better oxygen delivery, and better oxygen delivery means less oxidative stress, one of the biggest factors behind kidney decline. But the benefits don't stop there. Kiwi supports smoother digestion, reduces bloating, helps your body absorb iron more efficiently, and gives your immune system a gentle nudge in the right direction. It's one of the most well-balanced fruits for anyone over 60. Using kiwi is simple: 1 to 2 kiwis per day, preferably in the morning or around lunchtime. If you deal with acid reflux, avoid eating it on an empty stomach. Pair it with a small meal instead. I had a patient, Philip, 69 years old, who felt exhausted most days. His creatinine hovered around 1.7, and he thought fatigue was just a part of getting older. We added 2 small changes, 1 kiwi a day and a mild shift in his protein routine. 10 weeks later, his creatinine dropped to 1.5, and he told me, "I finally feel like my body woke up again." If kiwi can do that quietly in the background, just imagine what happens when you combine all 4 fruits the right way and use them strategically throughout your week. That's when the real transformation begins. For many Americans over 60, kidney symptoms often get confused with fatigue, aging, or just something that happens. But once you learn how to recognize them, you're already steps ahead of most people who don't catch kidney decline until it's far along. Based on my years working with older patients across the United States, here are 6 of the most important warning signs your kidneys may be struggling, quietly but urgently. 1. Swollen ankles or feet, especially in the evening. Most patients aged 60-75 tell me, "It's probably because I sat too long today." But in many cases that swelling is fluid your kidneys didn't manage to filter out. When the kidneys can't clear excess fluid, it settles in the lowest part of the body. So if your legs feel heavier at night than in the morning, don't ignore it. That's your kidneys whispering, "I'm falling behind." 2. Morning fatigue, feeling like you never fully wake up. If you sleep enough hours but still wake up feeling foggy, slow, mentally dull, unable to focus, it's often because toxins like urea weren't filtered properly overnight. Instead of waking restored, you wake up behind. Many older adults think this is normal aging, but it's not. It's kidney inefficiency. 3. Foamy or bubbly urine that lingers. Not every bubble means trouble, but if the foam lasts longer than usual, doesn't dissipate quickly, or appears frequently, it can be an early sign of protein leaking into the urine, a hallmark of declining kidney function. This is one of the most overlooked symptoms because it feels too simple, but it's incredibly important. 4. Feeling drained after eating fruit. If you feel tired right after eating fruit, it's not random. Older kidneys struggle to process fructose efficiently. That sugar spikes quickly, then drops suddenly, causing dizziness, weakness, or a sudden wave of exhaustion. If fruit makes you feel worse instead of better, it's often tied to reduced kidney metabolic capacity. 5. Blood pressure swinging up and down. Your kidneys and your blood pressure are deeply connected. When the tiny vessels in the kidneys become inflamed or stiff, your blood pressure starts behaving like a pendulum. Up one day, down the next, hard to stabilize. Many patients treat the blood pressure swings, but forget the kidneys behind them. 6. Waking up 2 to 4 times a night to urinate. Yes, aging can cause more nighttime bathroom trips, but not this many. Frequent night urination is a sign your kidneys are working overtime at night because they couldn't keep up during the day. Instead of resting, your kidneys stay on duty, and your sleep takes the hit. You can eat the healthiest fruit in the world, but if you eat it at the wrong moment, its benefits can drop by 50 to 70%. Your body runs on a biological rhythm. Your kidneys do too. And when you align your eating with the time your kidneys are most prepared, your filtration power, detox ability, and creatinine control become dramatically stronger. That's why I created the Kidney Reset 7-Day System, a gentle but powerful blueprint designed specifically for adults over 55, anyone with rising or fluctuating creatinine, stage 2 through 3, CKD, high blood pressure, diabetes, gout, people who feel kidney fatigue, morning heaviness, or mild swelling. No detox, no fasting, no harsh restrictions. Just nutrition, timing, and recovery, working together. Day 1. The calming start. You can't repair an overheated machine. You cool it first. Focus. Cranberry, plus warm water. The goal is simple: reduce inflammation and lower systemic pressure. Warm water opens blood vessels and relaxes the kidneys. Cranberry reduces hidden urinary inflammation and balances pH. How to do it? Morning, 1 cup warm water. After meals, 10 to 15 fresh cranberries, or 1-2 TBSP unsweetened dried cranberry. Afternoon, 10 to 15 minutes of walking. Results: easier urination, lighter kidneys, a calmer internal environment. Once the internal fire cools down, we can begin rebuilding the blood vessels that keep your kidneys alive. Day 2, Vascular Support Day. People forget this. Your kidneys don't work alone. They're powered by blood vessels. Focus. Asian pear. Asian pears reduce endothelial inflammation, hydrate naturally, and lower pressure on the renal microvessels. How to do it? 1-1-2-1-1 Asian pear after lunch. 6 to 8 small servings of water throughout the day. Lower sodium to under 1/800 ml. Results: smoother blood pressure, softer circulation, and less abdominal heaviness. But supporting blood vessels is just the warm-up. Day 3 is where your kidneys truly get to rest. Day 3. Metabolic lightening. A day designed to help your kidneys rest. Focus. Kiwi's actinidin enzyme breaks down leftover proteins, easing digestive load and reducing metabolic pressure on the kidneys. How to do it? Morning. 1 kiwi. Lunch, low-salt meal. Evening. No caffeine, early bedtime. Results: reduced bloating, smoother digestion, deeper sleep. Next, we clear the drainage system, something almost nobody pays attention to. Day 4. Urinary cleanse. If the exit pipe is clogged, the whole system backs up. Focus. Cranberry plus warm water packs from Cranberry prevent bacteria from sticking to urinary walls, reducing UTIs, the silent cause of rising creatinine. How to do it? Warm water plus 8 to 10 cranberries in the morning. Light lunch, gentle stretching at night. Results: smoother urination, less pelvic heaviness, fewer nighttime trips to the bathroom. Day 5 brings one of the strongest shifts: reducing oxidative stress. Day 5, oxidative stress release. Like taking a deep breath after years of tightness. Focus, black cherries. Rich in anthocyanins, they neutralize free radicals and protect nephron tissue. How to do it? 6 to 10 black cherries. 5 to 10 minutes of breathing meditation. Light evening meal. Results: reduced inflammation, less joint pain, calmer mood. And now, one of the biggest secrets for kidney patients: drinking water correctly. Day 6. Smart hydration. Drinking water isn't the challenge, drinking it right is. Focus. Asian pear, 1-2 fruit. How to do it? Divide water into 6 to 8 small portions. Avoid rapid drinking. Avoid excess water after 8 p.m. Add pear for natural hydration results. Reduced swelling, lower glomerular strain, gradual creatinine improvement. Day 7 ties everything together. Your full reset. Day 7, full reset. The most important day in the entire system. Focus. Kiwi, blah. Asian pear. Kiwi reduces tissue inflammation. Pear restores hydration balance. Together, they reset the kidney rhythm. How to do it? Morning. Kiwi. Noon. Pear. Afternoon. 10-15-minute walk. Night. Early sleep results. Better morning energy. More stable blood pressure. And a slight improvement in creatinine, 0.3 for many people. If you're still here, I want to say something directly to you. Kidney health doesn't transform because of one perfect day. It changes because of the small things you choose to do over and over, even when no one is watching. Every kiwi you eat, every slow sip of water, every walk you take even when you don't feel like it, every moment you pause and breathe to release stress. All of it becomes a quiet message sent to your kidneys. I'm taking care of you now. Your kidneys have carried you through decades of long work days, sleepless nights, stressful seasons, celebrations, and setbacks. They filtered for you when you were tired, pushed for you when you were overwhelmed, and kept you going even when life felt heavy. Now, it's your turn to give something back. If this video helped you understand your body a little better, if even one idea made sense, gave you clarity, or made you feel less alone, save this video so you can revisit it whenever you need a reminder. And before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me in the comments. How old are you and what kidney challenges are you dealing with right now? I truly read as many messages as I can, and I'll try my best to respond to each person. Thank you for spending your time here. I hope you feel encouraged, informed, and a little more hopeful than when you started. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue this journey toward staying strong, aging wisely, and living with more peace, more energy, and more control over your health.